Howdy, children, degenerates. I'm just looking what I'm doing for the end of the day here and what I put some money into and seeing how it worked out and trying to offer you guys maybe an idea or two, but don't take my financial advice from the get-go. I say that don't don't do that. Just if you like what I do, you can like and subscribe and try to drop a comment down below. But this is just a video about what was going on today and things that I saw and what I decided to drop some money on. So first of all, we have BBAI, which came in with earnings yesterday and dropped like a giant ton of bricks all over the place. Boom, baby. It goes into the red. Started out yesterday when it closed at about 7:20 and just decided to go streaking all the way down to $5 and ended up opening up at what was this, about 480, and now we are on a climb actually. It's gotten back some of its losses. It's only down a buck now. So it is actually looking a lot better than it was this morning. And I took a small position, only one contract, because I didn't have much money free. So I figured whatever. And right at this point specifically, when this candle started going up at about the 504 range, I think it was, I ended up pulling the plug and buying one contract for a put for this week, or sorry, selling one contract for a cash secured put and got it for 17 cents. Since then, the stock has actually rallied to 602, and my contract, which is over here, is now worth about 7 cents as the last trade. So I've made about $10. No big whoop. That's nice. I have another contract on the 100 shares I already do own uh, of BBAI, which I think I bought them for 780. I have one contract that I sold for this week, hoping that earnings would be, well, maybe not a blowout, but at least the stock would go over $8. But unfortunately, not everything works out. So that contract, which I end up selling for 29 cents from what I remember, is now looking, well, maybe, because this is up a buck today, or it's only, it's down a buck, it's up a buck from the morning, uh, will probably expire worthless. So that is good for me. So what is it? $29 plus maybe the 17 will expire also worthless. So that is 40 $46 worth of Theta along with the charges. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll take it. On an $800 stock or on a $500 stock, if it goes down to that point, that ain't too bad. Now, I just want some insight into what my philosophy is. So if I open up the handy dandy calculator here, my philosophy is on a weekly basis to make a whopping 0.0037 5%. Nothing huge, you know. Uh, this means that if I have, let's say, an account that's worth a whopping 20,000, which I'm nowhere near that, but if I do, then I would have to make $75. Now, if you extrapolate out the 0.00375 for the entire year, multiply it times 52, your total returns would be a very healthy 19.5% on the year, which, that kind of returns would make Warren Buffett proud. Not saying I make that every week. Some weeks I'm left bag holding, actually, as I currently am with this, BBAI. Yeah, this is currently turning into a nasty one because I bought it. Let's go back to the 20-day. I actually bought it. The was it somewhere around here actually? So what have I been holding this about 3 weeks now? But the what's its name? The actual let's get out of here. The actual premiums on this thing were quite sweet and still are quite sweet at the money. Before this was going on with earnings, if you got something at the money, you're making $50 or $60 a pop. Now I was obviously pricing what's its name to hit 8, but that didn't happen. But I am looking into next week already and hoping that that will at least stabilize into the 650 range and I can get at least something out of this. Because right now, it ain't looking good. But, not everything works out, like I said. You just, you hope and pray. I think I've gotten, what, 3 premiums out of this, and my cost basis reduction on that's $7.80 something cents is about a buck and a half. So what we're talking like my break even is actually 630 counting in this current option if it expires worthless. Uh, I don't think that's that horrible. You make up your own mind on that. Oh yeah, and you have the 17-cent option. So yeah, maybe about 615. So I'm nearing I'm not very far off, even with these terrible earnings. The other play that I had was Weeble, which earlier in the week on Monday, I put into this 14 for a cash secured put and ended up getting it at 11 cents. So 10 cents after paying for my costs. And what is it? Oh, sorry. Monday was yesterday. Apologies. I'm losing track of the week here. So if I go into this, yeah, then this crap happened right after I put some put the cash secured put on. It just crashed through the floor, and I saw my cash secured put go to about 30 cents. I was like, this is not good. But today's a better day. It's gone back up, and I'm $3 ahead. So that ain't bad. I'm w- what 30% here, so that ain't horrible. Other things I'm looking at are, well, I wish, but you know, you live and die in these things. So I put a cash secured put on to ARM last week after their earnings, and that is not the screen I want. Where are you going? Yes, here. So I did their earnings, and it went from where it was. Let's go to 10-day. It went from over here at 161 and dropped like a freaking beast after they released earnings, which they weren't good, they weren't bad, they were kind of mixed. So I had a 140 cash secured put, and it ended up executing. Yay, or maybe not. Though I sat on it for about 4 days last week and tried to figure out what the hell to do. And there it went again, dropping to 134. And suddenly I was it about $500 or $600 in the hole. And at this point, I was like, okay, we're just going to sit around and wait for the next week to come up and figure something out. So yesterday I dropped some cash, or I sold what's its name? I sold a call at 144 for the price of 98 cents, and unfortunately it went up. So now it's sitting at a buck 68, and I am again, uh, I mean, it's gone up 4 points from where I technically purchased it at, where the stock option executed at, but yeah, I can't buy back the call. I could roll it over, but do I really want to is the question, considering that the stock basically went from the 160s to the 130s, 140s based on a bad or semi bad earnings report. So, what to do here? I don't know. I'm just going to sit around and wait maybe till tomorrow or Thursday and just kind of think about it and see where the play is, where the lines are trending and everything, and maybe work against the moving average. Although I don't know if that'll work now because it dropped so much against what earnings were doing. Oh well, live and learn. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of stuck in the position, but no big deal. Anyway, I don't want to even think about it. Screw it. Anyway, guys, check in again and see what the hell I'm up to. I'm gonna try to do these videos like at least once, twice, maybe 3 times a week. As soon as I start closing stuff out, or as soon as I start losing money. Ah, God, please help. See you later, guys.